Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Kickoff with Unbiased Opinion. I am your host, Tony, also known as the Couch Scout Extraordinaire, Pastor Trenches, and also affectionately known as Low Tone Tony. Good morning, Candy Girl. How are you doing? Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Select all, and so that way you'll be made aware when I go live each and every morning. Share the channel with your family and friends. As always, we're building real conversations over here. No fake hot takes, no media spin, just facts, film, and football context. Make sure you check the links in the YouTube description for exclusive content, member discussions, and deeper football breakdowns, which is available on my Patreon channel. And remember, Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk is part of the Carolina Armchair GM Network. And as always, let's shake a little honey from the tree this morning. All right, how is everybody doing? Where's my music? I gotta get my music situated, get it straight real quick. There we go. Already. Let's see. How's everybody doing in the chat? Candy Girl said good morning. Good morning, Candy Girl. Thank you for tapping in. As always, you're always the first one in the building. Hit that like button for me. Gerald Stick Jones, my guy, said good morning, Tony. Good morning, Gerald Stick Jones. Appreciate you for tapping in this morning as usual. Looks like a newcomer, Tebow C Panther 59, said good morning. Good morning, Tebow. Thank you for tapping in, my guy. Hit the like button on your way in. If you haven't subscribed to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, do me a favor, do that real quick. I'll greatly appreciate it. Hit the notification bell, select all. That way you'll be made aware when I go live. I'm live every morning, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern time. So if this is your first time here, I say welcome. Greatly appreciate it, and thank you for being here. All right. There's a good morning, Candy Girl. Candy Girl said good morning, Gerald. All right. So the daily injury and availability update. All right. Some things have changed, not all, but some things. Okay. Tuesday produced several meaningful changes to Carolina's availability picture. And as of this morning, the Panthers have not announced new diagnosis or return dates for Mitchell Evans, Damien Lewis, Robert Hunt, or Chris Browser II. All right. JC Horn was activated yesterday from the active NFI non-football injury list and returned to Tuesday's padded practice. Horn had missed the beginning of camp because of a cut on his toe that requires stitches. No additional restriction has been announced. Mike Jackson also returned to practice. He missed Sunday's practice, what Dave Canales described as a camp back. All right, no roster designation or continuing limitation has been announced. So welcome back, Mike Jack. Robert Hunt has still been out with the back tightness. No exact return date has been announced as of yet. Okay. Damien Lewis came up on the injury report yesterday for his calf. All right. Canales expressed his optimism, but also emphasized the need for caution because calf problems can become longer injuries if players are loaded too quickly. Okay. So there's also no exact timetable has been announced. Okay. So with Robert Hunt and Damien Lewis missing yesterday, the two guards that was available for practice yesterday was Chandler Zavala and Sadiq Charles. Okay, so you guys have heard me talk about the trenches a lot. Y'all know that I love the trenches. I scout the offensive line collegially, been doing that for a couple years now. So we talked about how important it is to build that continuity amongst the offensive line, that connective tissue, and make sure because we have so many new pieces, both tackles, the left tackle and the right tackle spot, and also the center. Those are like your key cogs along the offensive line. And now that Rasheed Walker had a good day yesterday, Monroe Freeling had a good day yesterday. Jason Phillips shouted him out in the press conference that he had yesterday, giving praise to Monroe Freeling. But now we deal with the internal, the internal offensive line. Now we're dealing with injuries to Robert Hunt and Damien Lewis. So that's something that we're going to talk about and get into today as well. Mitchell Evans rolled his ankle yesterday in practice. He was carted off. Canales said the Panthers were optimistic that the ankle injury was not serious, but Evans was undergoing additional testing. No final diagnosis, roster designation, or return date has been announced. I do know that he went onto his Instagram and stated that, he just rolled his ankle. It's just a part of football. He'll be back real soon. No need to panic. So just going off of that Instagram post from Mitchell Evans, I would say that's encouraging from him. And, he's not worried. He don't want the fans to worry either. So he'll be back sooner than later. So let's keep that in mind as well. Chris Brazzell missed his second practice with knee soreness. There's no exact return date has been announced for him as well. But Brazzell is losing valuable padded evaluation time, while Leggett, Mechie, and Jimmy Horn Jr., Jasim Reed, and the remaining receivers receive additional opportunities. So, you're a rookie. You're trying to establish yourself, make a name for yourself in the wide receiver room, trying to get early playing time. It's imperative that you are able to make yourself available so that you don't miss this valuable time. So this is how players get pushed down the depth chart, especially if you miss too much time. Okay? You don't want to do that. You don't want to find yourself behind the 8 ball when you're trying to make an impression, when you're trying to establish yourself, amongst one of the 53 best, and showing people that you deserve to be out on the field. But at the same time, I understand Carolina is being cautious with the young man, which rightfully so. Dave Canales have shown to do that with whomever the player is. So I do appreciate that they're not trying to rush him back into something if he's not ready. So again, this is day five yesterday of a training camp. So there's really no rush to get him back out there. But for a player, you want to do as much as you possibly can to be available and be out there so you can be acclimated and get used to the team and make the team. So yeah. So what remains unknown? We still do not know Evans' complete test results. Lewis Wednesday participation status. We don't know if he'll be available today. Hunt's return date or Brazzell's return date, or whether Horn or Jackson will receive managed workloads. Now they did receive managed workloads yesterday. Coming back, they were pretty much limited in the things that they did yesterday, but they were out there. They both were in pads. They were working out with the team, so hopefully that can increase a little bit today. All right. So, but the complete offensive line did not receive the same opportunity. Robert Hunt and Damien Lewis were both unavailable, forcing the Panthers to evaluate Rasheed Walker and Monroe Freeling beside 2 reserve guards and a new starting center. Today, we will determine what Tuesday actually proved, while Carolina's immediate concern may have shifted from tackle to guard, and what the entire line must demonstrate before Brad Idzik can trust it with the complete offense. Then we will examine Jonathon Brooks' breakthrough run and 5 things Carolina must confirm when the physical evaluation continues. All right. Carolina enters training camp worried about his tackles. After one padded practice, the tackles may no longer be the Panthers' most immediate offensive line concern. Like I mentioned before, Rasheed Walker has provided veteran stability on the left. Monroe Freeling looked stout during his first unrestricted work on the right. Jalen Phillips specifically praised the rookie's strength and hand usage, which is good signs. That is encouraging evidence. But Robert Hunt and Damien Lewis were both unavailable. That meant Carolina new tackles were working besides, Chandler Zavala and Sadiq Charles, with Luke Fortner directing a new combination from center. The offensive line performance is not 5 independent one-on-one battles. It is communication, spacing, protection calls, passing off movement, and preserving the quarterback's platform, allowing the coordinator to retain his complete call sheet. All right. Walker and Freeling can perform well individually while the complete protection remains unproven. So today's central question is, did Carolina first padded practice strengthen confidence in its offensive line plan, or did it reveal how quickly that plan becomes vulnerable when injuries move inside? All right. That is the central question for today. All right. So let me get caught up on some of the comments. Gerald Sticks said, what happened to D. Lou? He had a calf injury yesterday. I don't remember if he said it was a strained calf or did he pull it or anything like that. But yeah, it was a calf issue that Damien Lewis came up with yesterday, and he will miss practice. How much time has not been confirmed as of yet. All right. Earl Locklear said, what good, Tony? What's good, Earl? I appreciate you for tapping in, my guy. Hit that like button for me. Greatly appreciate it. Broski Bear said, good morning, Tony. What's up, Broski? Hey, thank you for tapping in as well. Hit that like button also, my friend. And Broski said, sounds like Evans rolled his ankle, possibly a high ankle sprain. Hopefully it doesn't keep him out long. Yeah, that's what we're hoping. That's what he said. He rolled his ankle. If it's a high ankle sprain, he probably will miss a week or two. So hopefully it wasn't a high ankle sprain. Okay, so we'll find out probably more about that today. Appreciate you for tapping in, though. Dino Bravo 87, aka Square Circle. He said, good morning, my boy Macaroni Tony. Salute. What's going on, Square Circle? I ain't gonna go through your list of nicknames today. I'm just gonna stick with that one. That one's original. I created that one. So Square Circle it is. What's going on, my guy? Thank you for tapping in. I don't know what's in that cup in your profile picture, but I promise you it probably is not coffee. All right? It probably ain't coffee. Need to get you tested, Circle. Need to get you tested. Gerald Sticks Jones said, not an overreaction, but I really dislike calf injuries. And I don't like injuries of no kind. No kind of injuries do I like. And let me drop this on the screen real quick. If you have not subscribed to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, there is the link to the YouTube. Go to youtube.com/@UO Sports Talk. So I know many of you are watching the live this morning and probably have every morning on Carolina Armchair GM CJ's channel, since I stream to that channel as well. But if you would do me a solid, I would greatly appreciate it if you just open up another browser on your computer, laptop, or phone. Go to YouTube and /@UO Sports Talk. That's Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk. And subscribe. All right. Greatly appreciate it. Turn on the post notification bell, select all, so you will be made aware whenever I do go live. I will greatly appreciate that. All right. So I had a pinned comment in the chat. I don't know what happened to it. So let me try it again. Y'all let me know if y'all see the pinned comment in the YouTube chat, because I'm not seeing it. Maybe I tried to pin it a little too early. which I probably did. But I will pin it again. All right. 1 second, it should show up. All right. Cyburn 21 said, good morning, Tony. Good morning, Cyburn. I appreciate you for tapping in, my guy. Hit that like for me. Oh, he already said got that like for you. Appreciate it, my guy. D Cash tapping in this morning said, what's up, Tony? Hey, what's going on, D Cash? Appreciate you tapping in this morning as well. Don't forget to hit that like button. Broski Bear said, the name Dino Bravo always remind me of the Canadian wrestler who was murdered by the Italian mob in Canada after he retired from WWF because he was involved in illegal cigarette smuggling. Hey, Broski, you just described Square Circle to a T. That might be where he got the name from, Broski. I ain't even gonna hold you on that one. I ain't even gonna hold you. But that's a good observation, Broski. We were Dino said, God damn. My brother Tip Drill Will Robinson said, good morning, my guy. Good morning to you, my guy. Let me drop the link. I should have sent you this link earlier. Let me drop the link so you can hit the panel and come up here and politic with your boy today, and we can get this thing started. I greatly appreciate it. There you go. So anybody want to join the panel and partake in today's discussion, talking about training camp day 5, has the concerns moved inside? That's what the thumbnail read today. Has the concern moved inside? All right. So that smash a like on your channel and CJ's channel every time I listen. Hey, I appreciate you, broski. I have no doubt that you do, my guy. You have been supporting me since day one, since I started back up, and I appreciate it, my guy. Even though we don't like each other takes about who and who. But it's all fun and love, though. It's all fun and love. Let me bring my boy up on the ones and twos. DJ Will Robinson, what's happening?
What's happening, baby? What's going on with you?
Shit, you know me, ain't shit slick to a can of oil. What's
hey,
good?
You right about that, man. Ain't nothing, man. That first padded practice in the books, you know?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir. We are in the books. That is definitely a fact. And there were some things that was, answered yesterday. Not fully answered. Let me say that it wasn't fully answered, but there were some questions about certain players, certain positions, what the first day in pass was going to look like, and I think we got an answer on that. The whole book has not been read yet. We just at the credits. So I need people to pipe down. Don't get too overly excited, but we can get a little excited. Let me say, well, you know what? I can't tell other people what to do. I'm saying for me, I'm not gonna get too overly excited. I'm just gonna take it day by day. And I think yesterday, according to reports, that yesterday was a good day at some key positions. And a key player that we've all been looking forward to participating in his first Panther padded training camp. So we can go with that. So today, the first half will consist of what did Carolina's offensive line actually prove? All right. Now I probably could have worded that a little better because I don't think prove anything as of yet. Let me rephrase that question somewhat as I put it up on the screen. It's more like, what did the offensive line tell us yesterday? I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that. What did it actually tell us yesterday? So here's the facts first. Here are 5 essential facts. All right. Walker and Freeling completed Carolina's first padded practice without a publicly reported major setback. Jalen Jason Phillips, aka JJ Phillips, praised Freeling's strength and hand usage while acknowledging that the rookie is still adjusting to NFL speed, physicality, and the playbook. Canales said Freeling appeared stout, but he had not completed a full film review of as of on practice during his press conference. Hunt and Lewis were unavailable, leaving Zavala and Charles at guard. We're definitely going to get into that more. And Tuesday's combination did not represent Carolina intended starting 5, which is factual. So here's the context. Carolina offensive line evaluation isn't about individual wins. It's about how the entire unit holds up together. A tackle can look good while interior pressure still collapses the pocket, and a guard can lose slowly enough that the play still works. What really matters is communication, handling stunts, and whether Bryce Young is getting a clean, stable pocket or constant help from extra blockers. Monroe Freeling had a strong first padded look, showing power and earning praise, but it's only the first step. The real test is whether he can adjust when rushers counter him and avoid repeating the same mistakes. Rasheed Walker's job is simpler. Be steady, communicate well, and keep the blind side predictable so Young can trust the pocket. Inside, the biggest concern is at guard with both starters out. Carolina's rotating backups like Zavala, Charles, and Christensen. And I talk more about that because Dave Canales did say a few things at the press conference that made my ears perk up a little bit. The key question is whether any combination can build consistency because constant rotation can slow communication and create breakdowns and protection. So before I pose the first question to you, Will, Dave Canales did say yesterday in his post practice press conference that, of course, Sadiq Charles and Chandler Zavala worked in place of Damien Lewis and Robert Hunt, and that Brady Christensen, this so far, the plan is to work him in at either one of the guard spots. Even though he can play all 5 positions, they're looking to him. They're looking to him to add added depth, but behind either guard. Now I don't know if that's because of his, him coming back from the injury that he had with the Achilles tendon injury, and trying to limit his movement by being inside at the guard position. He also mentioned Jatai. I forgot Jatai last name. The young man from HBCU. That he'll be working at guard as well because he said he already feels comfortable with the depth that they have behind the tackles. Now, that made my ears perked up because now you're talking about Stone Forsythe, Stone Fold being one of the backup tackles. And I don't know who the other backup tackle is, but the fact that you say you feel comfortable, I got problems with that. And he didn't classify who he was talking about, but I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that he was talking about Stone Fold, and I don't like that. So before I get into the first debate question, how do you feel about that, and how do you also feel about Chandler Zavala and Sadiq Charles playing in place of Robert Hunt and Damian Lewis, and how does that affect the chemistry knowing that those two probably won't be your day one starters?
Well, first let's talk about the tackles.
Okay.
So he may be under the impression that Taylor Moton will be back sometime within the first quarter or half of the season. So we'd only have to rely on Stone Fold for a couple of games.
Oh, no games.
Well, I know that, but I mean, you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I feel you.
Because you know how we are as fans. We'll say, "Oh, well, we haven't seen Taylor Moton or spoke to Taylor Moton or seen him on the field, so it's like he doesn't exist."
Right.
So that's where I think he says he's comfortable at his depth at tackle, because I think Timo gonna be back. And then 2 for interior guard play. I am not concerned about the Lewis and Hunt injury. I know that those are the starters. It's early enough in practice in training camp that they'll get space and timing and rhythm down for the starting 5. They'll get it down. I am glad that we're going to be able to evaluate Zavala. Is he a depth? Because is he going to be the right depth piece? Right? And Sadiq.
Looks like it.
Huh?
I said it looks like he gonna be in there.
Hey. Sometimes, hey, hey, that Honda Civic is still droppable.
Yeah.
Facts. So but that also evaluates, are they going to have to look at when people trim down a 53-man roster? Are they going to end up picking up somebody? So he got to show that capability, because as we all know, or what most people don't think about during training camp, is the pro scouting staff are paying attention to the other 31 rosters.
Yep. That is true.
While we are evaluating, so those guys are playing for their lives. There's going to be guards on the market, right? So I am not. So if you would have asked me if Zavala and Sadiq was going to be starting, would I be nervous? Hell yeah. But they're not going to. As of now, this is, it's a nothing burger. They are easing people in the rotation, and I like that he does that. And the other reason why I think I like why he does that, because I'm talking about from a staff perspective, because other players see that the coaching staff don't just try to run you into the ground. You know what I mean?
Right.
Use you and abuse you, and then next thing you know, I've been injured, but I was trying to make the damn team, but I didn't make the team because of X, Y, and Z injury. But I know we'll get through all of the other ones, because I got my thoughts on some of the other injury spots that we may get into. But that's what I think when this is a nothing burger, but it gives those guys an opportunity to show what they got.
Yeah. Well, I'm more intrigued about what Sadiq Charles would bring to the table, because I was high on Sadiq Charles coming out of LSU. Now I don't know why it didn't necessarily pan out for him when he first got into the league, but he was a favorite of mine, because that LSU offensive line was pretty stout. The offensive line that he played with at LSU. Chandler Zavala, to me, just has just for one, he can't stay healthy. That's number one. And number two, when he's in there, I think Chandler Zavala may have had, if I recall correctly, maybe like 2 games where he actually played above average, where you can actually say, okay, Chandler Zavala did his thing. But he has so many other game tape possessions, especially in critical moments, that you look at it and you like, why? Well, why is he even still here? You know what I mean? And I just
Mm-hmm.
feel like I just feel like you want to have. And I understand that he knows the offense. He knows Dave Canales' offense. He's been here. What, this is third year or so? Or did he come the same year Icky came,
I
or was it
yes,
the
he did.
next year?
No, he
It
got
was the
no.
same
He came.
year.
I think he came. Damn, did he come the same year Icky came? Yeah.
I
No, I
can't
think.
remember.
I think it was the year after. I
Okay.
can't remember. I
Well,
can't remember. I can't remember.
yeah. Well, I know he's been here a while. He's at
Mm-hmm.
least been here 3 years, so he definitely knows the offense. He knows the system. So I guess you can kind of hang your hat on that for the fact that he does know the system. But it's like, where's the growth though? Even though you haven't played, that you're not a starter, but you have played enough snaps. You have been able, given opportunities to showcase enough production on the field, and you don't look like you've gotten any better from the first time you stepped on the field to now. So it's like, has he already reached his ceiling? Is there any more development left with him? Can he stay healthy enough to provide that depth behind the starting guards? Because we already see that injuries, especially at the guard positions, can happen at any time. Every year that Damian Lewis has been here, he has gone through training camp with the past 2 years. I know it was the shoulder injury. Now it looks like it's going to be the calf, injury. It's like if it's one thing or another. Now Robert Hunt missing time with camp. I mean, you would think as much of the season that he missed last year in the off season, time to rehab and rehabilitate himself and get himself in shape and ready for camp. And now after the first day of camp, before we even put the pads on, you've been out. So to me, it brings forth some concerns, some major concerns, because the interior of the offensive line is it is important, especially uh from a quarterback stature of Bryce Young. Protecting him, keeping the pocket clean in the middle, giving him lanes to step up into. You don't want to depend heavily on Chandler Zavala, because we seen what that looks like. You know what I mean? And you
Mm-hmm.
really don't know so much what you're gonna get with Sadiq Charles. So yeah, it's early on in training camp. Don't get me wrong, but still at the same time, this is not what you want to see when there's like three new players now on the offensive line that you need to build that continuity with. That connected tissue. The two tackle positions and the center are all three new players, and now you got your two mainstays. They're not available, so that's going to affect the continuity of this line. That's going to affect the continuity of this line. So I know we probably covered pretty much of it, but let me go ahead and ask the question. Anyway, Will, did Walker and Freeling show enough to trust tackles, or does the guard position uncertainty block full O line conclusions?
Well, it you still they. I mean, you said it. It's not about individual rep. It's about spacing and timing and rhythm and movement and communication and all of that on the offensive line. Um. So yeah, it shows that they have the talent to be able to, you know, hold their block or whatever the case may be. Um.
Yeah.
But the evaluation of the offensive line hasn't even begun yet because you know 50 and Pancake Master is not out there yet. So, but also, Tony, do you think that they really are easing everybody in gradually because they got such an extended training camp?
If it wasn't due to the injuries, then yeah, I would say that. So right now, I think they are being not forced. They are being put into this situation not out of convenience, but because of the injuries ahead of them. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. All right.
yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's out of. It's definitely not out of convenience. It's not no thing. It's definitely not out of convenience, and I wish it was more what you just said. Maybe get some experience playing around with the different combinations along the line. But the fact that our two mainstays, because a lot of people talked about throughout the offseason and has talked about this ever since we signed Damian Lewis and Robert Hunt. Oh, we paid too much money for them and blase this and blase that. It does not do good to support them in the conversation when both of them are hurt right now. Now, mind you, Damian Lewis has played in the regular season. Unfortunately, Robert Hunt sustained the injury that he sustained that required him to miss a substantial amount of time last year. Looks healthy from that surgery, and the back tightness thing may just be a nothing burger. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they being very cautious about that because he is just now returning. But yeah, I think it would probably be a little bit more cause for concern if this was like after preseason game 2 or maybe 3 and you're getting ready for the regular season and his availability is up in the air. That would definitely be concern, a time to be concerned. But right now, not too concerned, but you want to see that continuity. You want to see that offensive line gel, especially with so many new players um on the offensive line that's counting on you, and a right tackle that's a rookie.
So you know what? I just noticed as we was
Yeah.
having this conversation, I have never seen you hit the alarm button so quickly. Is the interior that the O line situation, you are passionate about it and you want to see this. You look, I need y'all to get to work. And I noticed that. Oh, so when I fanboy out, I am gonna revert right back to this conversation. You're gonna be like, I think you panicking
What
too
what what
soon,
what are you
Will.
talking about? What are
No,
you talking about?
because I believe that the Robert Hunt and the Damian Lewis injury is a
Yeah.
nothing burger right now.
Well,
I
I just
am,
said that. I just said that
I
about Robert Hunt.
no, Robert Hunt and Damian Lewis. I think both of them are nothing burgers. I think that they are being cautious. They know they got extra practices and they can ease them onto the on ramp instead of so very similar to if this was a game week, they'd be playing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what that's I think this is making sure that they take care of their investments bodies. And people who say we pay too much for guard play, whatever. I I
Right.
I I
Exactly.
ignore that. I literally ignore that because those are people who convert that conversation to about something entirely different. It's not about the guards, it's about why they paid the guards. Is why they
Right.
say those things. So nobody care. I don't care about that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So to combat what you said, because I know you wanna you wanna hold this over my head for some reason. I get it. Let me just be abundantly clear, Mr. Robinson, that I'm not panicking. I'm just stating the obvious that as you're trying to build continuity, basically with 3 new starters along your offensive line, and you want to continue to see the growth in your offense, your quarterback, and the team, it starts in the trenches on both sides. And it doesn't bode well or look good when you start off training camp with whether you're injured or hurt, as Ronnie so elegantly put it. The fact is, either or, they are not on the field.
They're not available,
so
right?
yeah, they're not available. So my thing is, I just wish from day one, because you are building these new relationships on both sides of the ball, and even in the middle, the center communicates to both guards. You got a rookie right tackle and you got a new left tackle. Well, the guard can't communicate with them because neither guard is there. And your backup, may I remind people, is Chandler Zavala. I ain't gonna get off that. I almost feel about Chandler Zavala as I did Ian Thomas, and you know how I felt about Ian Thomas. Yeah.
Man.
So yeah, I'm not panicking, sir. I'm just bringing forth valuable, factual information to the masses and hope that they share in with in the same sentiments as I do. I'm gonna try to think. You know what? Broski Bear. What's happening, man? Real Robinson trying to trigger me this morning, Broski. Talk to him.
Oh man, I missed what he said, but first of all, good morning to both you gentlemen. Second of all, Ian Thomas was literally the worst tight end I've ever seen. Not only keep a job, but get another contract.
I didn't hear him. He broke up when he said it. My bad.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was saying
Broski?
Ian. Yo, you can't hear me,
Broski. Yeah, I hear you fine. I don't know what we were talking about. I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I was saying Ian Thomas is literally the worst tight end I've ever seen stay in the league as long as he has. And not only, and get like a second contract. Like that guy was, I don't know how he managed to stay in the league as long as he did. But anyway, yeah, talking a little O-line this morning, huh?
Yes, sir.
Little O-line. Yes, yeah, man, that's where it all begins, man.
Hey, Tony, I may have to drop out and come back in because I'm only getting bits and pieces of broski.
All right, do that. Will on an Obama phone up at Camp Lejeune, so.
No, it ain't my network connection. I think it's StreamYard. So I'm gonna drop out and come back in. Okay.
All right, man.
All right.
Go ahead, broski.
Yeah, but O-line, man, it's the it's the meat and potatoes of the team, man. If I'm building the team, I'm starting with the trenches and I'm starting with the O-line first. So hey, you think you see Hunt's out, you see Lewis is out, but it kind of smells like just a veteran. Hey, we don't want to get these guys. We don't want to overuse these guys in camp before the season even starts, kind of thing. So most likely that's all it is. It will give the team a chance to look at some of the depth and see what they have, because to me there almost is no O-line depth, which is kind of scary when you look at the Panthers, depth chart. These guys they have as backups really aren't that smelling too good. So hey, maybe it just gives the coaches a chance to see these guys and to see what they need to, really need to focus in on and address. I wouldn't be surprised if they, do sign like another veteran backup offensive tackle. Because I think Christensen to me is more of like a backup guard. I mean, I know he can, they say he can play anywhere on the line, but to me, he's more like an interior guy. So Panthers will probably, I think they'll be on the market to sign like a backup offensive tackle at some point before the season starts.
Mhm.
But the other side to that coin is you have a new center, Fortner. Maybe Heck beats him out. Who knows? But most likely it's going to be Fortner. So you do want to kind of get him acclimated and get the guards acclimated with him, get that entire interior offensive line on the same page by getting reps in camp. So that's the other side to the coin. It's good to rest your veterans, but at the same time, you have a new center. You want to get them all some reps out there on the field together.
Yep, that's true. What you got, Will? Did you hear all that?
Yeah, I got him this time. It was StreamYard. Yeah. Hey, what's going on, broski? How you doing, my friend?
Hey, man, it's going good. Will, how you doing today?
Man, I can't complain at all. But yeah, I agree with broski. We're just anxious to ensure that this thing, there's a lot of moving pieces here, and it does not. It could upset your stomach if you look at it too hard.
Right.
But I think that we have enough time and the pieces necessary to get things organized for the start of the first joint practice. I think the first joint practice is with the Texans, right?
Yeah, but the Hall of Fame game is next Thursday, correct?
Next Thursday. Oh
Yep.
man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hall
Lord.
of Fame game is next Thursday, but I do not plan on. I don't think we will see any starters in the Hall of Fame game.
No.
Not a single one.
Be foolish to play starters in the Hall of Fame game.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's why I said the first real test is the week leading up to joint practice, and that joint practice with, I think the Texans are first in the joint practice shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully we'll get good, our beat reporters will get a good opportunity to take a look at what it looks like.
Okay. All right. Let me ask you guys a question. Will, you can go first on this one. Do you believe that Fortner can develop command while the combination keeps changing?
No, if the combination continually change, he would be in command, but he can't establish the right communications and everything that he needs with whoever's playing next to him. He needs that consistent left and right guy that he knows. They know what each one of those three people are doing and when they're doing it and why they're doing it. He's gonna need that. So no, I don't think that if you consistently change the people out, that's bad. But I don't think that that's going to be the case this year. I'm more optimistic than pessimistic on this.
Okay, Broski, what you got?
Yeah, I mean, all these guys, all these three interior O linemen are veterans, so they've been around the block. I mean, they know what it takes to get it done. The key is just getting some reps in together as a complete unit. Not the absolute end of the world if they don't right off the bat. I mean, but it's just what it's gonna do is it's gonna help you get ready for your week 1, week 2 games a little bit better, which, as we know, like the Panthers have struggled with the last few years. So I think the sooner you can get everyone on board on the same page, it's going to help. It's going to benefit you for the first 2 weeks, especially because, yeah.
Yeah, what? Are you done?
I think I broke up. No, I was saying, yeah, yeah, it's just for the first 2 weeks, it's just gonna set teams up a little. It's gonna set them up a little better. At the end of the day, they're all veterans, but at the same time, you got to take reps together, man. You do. You got to get on the same page. You got to get everything, everyone working on as a cohesive unit. and get those reps in, man, to get off to a good start. I think fans are going to be really, really, extra. They're not going to be as forgiving this year if the Panthers start 0-2. I'm just going to say that. So anything they can do to help them avoid that, is what people would like to see right now.
Okay. Broski, you can go next on this. You can go first on this question.
All right.
Giving the current state of the offensive line right now, which matters more now, the tackle performance or the guard availability?
I mean, I'm pretty confident. All right. I'm gonna start this off by saying, if everyone on your O line, you guys penciled in as who should be your starters, are all out there and playing, you have a really good offensive line.
Okay.
If since there is no depth, in my opinion, if your guards are out, that's a bigger issue. I have 100% confidence in Walker and Freeling. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised by both this season, to tell you the truth.
Okay, bro.
So, yeah.
Right, well, appreciate that fair optimism from you, my guy.
Yeah.
Will, what you got?
I think since we got Brady Christensen, the depth in the guard play is okay. I don't think that. I think that. So I just don't think that we're going to have a problem across the offensive line. And me personally, I don't know how well Fortner is going to play at center. I know he did good in New Orleans, but what does that actually translate to in our type of offense
system?
In our type of system, right? So I'm a little not concerned, but holding my praise or skepticism until we see what everybody looks like together. But to Broski's point, I think we are with our starters. I think we're good. I would, push back just a little bit on, guard depth. We got BC back. So I'm very comfortable if, Damien Lewis had to come out for a glass of water, for some water, that he'd be able to go in there and hold up till, they put some more tape on Damien Lewis' fingers.
Right. Okay. Will you go first on this one? Which reserve guard provides Carolina's safest option? Who provides the safest option for Carolina?
BC. BC is the safest option. After that, it gets real shaky. And I think that's the reason why they didn't put BC in. Start him out. They want to see what Chandler Zavala and Sadiq Charles going to be,
Yeah.
Let's start the evaluation of them now. Which one of y'all going to make the rosters? Which one of y'all not going to make the roster? Or are we looking at somebody else on their 53-man roster when they do their cut down? But that is going to be, I think that's important to note. So that's the reason why I think that those two guys started out in padded practice. It's because they want to evaluate them right now. Give me the answers now. So
yeah, but that can't be the only reason, though, Will, because we got injuries at those two positions.
No. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the reason why they didn't have Brady Christensen.
Well,
not.
Oh, okay.
He's coming off an ACL, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's Achilles.
Achilles. My bad.
Yeah.
But he's clear. He's cleared.
Achilles.
He don't have a red jersey. He's cleared. He's cleared for contact. I guess what I'm saying is, I think they know what they got in Brady Christensen. They are evaluating Sadiq Charles, and Chandler Savala.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead, bro. No.
I
You go
was going
ahead,
to
man.
say,
You go ahead.
for whatever reason, which we don't know, maybe Hunt and Lewis really are injured. Maybe Christensen isn't. He's medically cleared, but he's not really. They don't feel he doesn't feel he's fully ready to go yet. Exactly. So they are, for whatever reason, they are definitely using this as an opportunity to evaluate those players you mentioned, to see what they have early. Whether that ends up being a good thing or a bad thing. A good thing is, hey, they identified maybe both of them stink. They got to get 2 new backups, or one of them's a keeper, the other one gets cut. Whatever the case may be. But yeah, I think it's still going to benefit the guys to get some reps in with the full starting first team at some point in the next couple weeks. You don't want to go too long without getting that first team unit, out there together, getting some reps.
Yeah. Hey, shout out Hey, first of all, I put the first poll up in the chat. That's on the screen. What is Carolina biggest offensive line concern? Robert Hunt's availability is 1. Damian Lewis calf is 2. Freeling's development is 3. The 5-man communication is 4. You can press 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the comments. The poll will automatically tabulate the score, and I will read it out to you in a few minutes. So again, just participate for me. 1, 2, 3, or 4, and I would greatly appreciate it. And go back to a couple people real quick. Shout out to Nick, Prowling Veteran. He said, good morning. What's going on, Nick? Appreciate you for tapping in, my guy. And who else was it I had? Kevin Hubbard said, good morning, Panther Nation. Keep pounding. Good morning, Kevin. Appreciate you for tapping in, my guy. Hit that like button for me, if you don't mind. And Shaky 8. I can't remember if I said good morning to you as well, but good morning to Shaky 8. We greatly appreciate you for tapping in as well. And Desarian. Yeah, Desarian said, good morning, Tony. Good morning, my guy. Thank you for tapping in as well. Let's see. Here goes a Panthers #1 hater right here. I ain't gonna say #1 hater.
Who's that?
He said breaking the Ace Boogie. he putting out something that's probably not true. He said this just in: the Carolina Panthers have agreed to trade. Yeah, he said the same thing on live last night.
Nah.
Yeah, that ain't true. But appreciate you for tapping in, Ace Boogie. Hit that like button. Hit that like button since you in here. I greatly appreciate it. King James 864. Thank you for tapping in as well. Appreciate it, my guy. Hit that like button. And let's see. Ronnie Young said, I think no one is taking into account the unproven, undrafted free agents that'll get an opportunity. That's been a number of guys that have shown their value during preseason. Yeah, we just haven't heard anything about them as of yet, Ronnie. We haven't heard anything about Isaiah Glass, the other young man from Mississippi State. I know Isaiah Glass with the Oregon. Can't remember the other gentleman's name. But those two, I know. I can't remember if Isaiah Glass is working out at guard or tackle, but I know one of those guys are working out as at guard this training camp. So yeah, I mean there's some potential depth that may be available for the Panthers. Younger guys, as you mentioned, undrafted free agents. So we'll have to see what's out there.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to see, and I'm pretty sure we'll get more information just from watching those guys in the Hall of Fame game and throughout preseason. During preseason games, that's where those guys are really gonna get the opportunity to make their mark on the league. All right. So appreciate that comment, Ronnie. Hey, we have been live for over an hour now. If you are enjoying the content, the conversation, the vibes, the energy, do me a favor and support the channel. All right. There's a QR code at the top right. Scan that QR code, support the show. There's also a pinned comment in the Welcome to Morning Kickoff pinned comment that's at the top of the YouTube chat that has the link to the PayPal. So if you would donate whatever your heart desires, my daily goal as it is every day is just $25. I would greatly appreciate it. Not trying to pay rent or car note, but I do want to continue to provide you guys with good content, graphics, things of that nature, and this kind of stuff ain't free. So I would greatly appreciate it if you support the channel. If you're watching through Carolina Armchair GM channel, you can also show support through a super chat. I would greatly appreciate that as well. To make sure you guys help me reach my daily goal of $25. All right. So has everybody entered into the poll that's on the screen? I'm gonna give it about another minute, and then we can read the results of it real quick, and then we'll be able to move on to the next topic. And King James says our first joint practice is Jacksonville, Will.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Yeah. All right.
Is King James, are we talking biblical or are we talking the newest member of the Philadelphia 76ers?
You know what?
I was thinking the same thing too, broski.
Every time I see that, I'm telling you, people have screen names on here. They always make me think of other things, like my Dino Bravo take from earlier. Man, that's a crazy story. If you ever look that up sometime, but
I've never heard of that. That was crazy. That you. But Dino did disagree with you. I'm pretty sure you saw that in the chat. He did not like that. He did not like that story about his name. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. Go ahead.
I don't know how old Dino Bravo in the chat is, but I just remember Dino Bravo, the wrestler from like the late '80s. But anyway.
And speaking of the devil, my man Square Circle, what's going on?
Good morning, fellas. Good morning, man. Tip Drill Will, Broski Bear, the undercover Panther lover. Man, I did not like that assessment, sir.
It wasn't really an assessment. It really wasn't an assessment. It's more just like Dino Bravo, the famous Dino Bravo. That's what happened to him. Hey, as long as you don't throw
infamous Dino Bravo. Okay, I don't know about the cigarette smuggler. Don't give macaroni.
I don't know, man. If you become an Olympic powerlifter and a star in the WWF, and then get clipped by the Italian mob, I would say that's pretty sinister. That's pretty infamous.
Two things we ain't gonna never have to worry about with Panther Circle. He ain't no power lifter.
You a damn lie.
No WWE. So we don't even have to equate those two in the same conversation when you're talking about Square Circle. I just want to go ahead and just throw that out there and make that abundantly clear.
Listen.
Shout out Dino Bravo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just had to jump up here, man, just to, make sure you heard my voice and let you know that I did not agree with that right there. You know what I'm saying? And Macaroni Tony, man, keep doing your thing, baby. Tip Drill Will.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Man, nothing but the sky.
Hey, who property are you going to destroy today, Circle?
Stanley's every day. I'm going to Stanley property. Gonna fuck that grass up. You know that.
Wow.
God.
Hey man, but look at you. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I ain't got shit going, man. I'm just out this bitch listening to you, macaroni.
Hey,
hold it down, man.
I appreciate it, my guy. I appreciate you for tapping in.
For sure that.
All right. All right, later. All right. So back to football news. Let me end this poll right here real quick. And yeah. So 56% of the people selected Damian Lewis calf. 33% says Freeling's development, and 11% said 5-man communication. So they are not concerned whatsoever about Robert Hunt's availability. And that's that is my sentiment as well. I just wish that he was out there, providing to start that development, that continuity with Monroe Freeling on the right side. That's all. That's my biggest thing. And I just don't want him to miss too much time and too much of an opportunity to do so when it comes to that. All right. So that is the end of that poll. All right. So Carolina's first padded practice produced encouraging evidence at tackle and new positions inside. One early season opponent is building a defensive front designed to create difficult protections decisions through multiple alignments. Carolina will see that opponent under the lights in week 4. Today's opponent spotlight is the Detroit Lions. All right. The Detroit Lions are the 2026 opponent spotlight. Okay. Carolina hosts Detroit on Sunday, October 4th, in week 4 on Sunday Night Football. The matchup immediately precedes Carolina's week 5 bye. All right. Detroit's offensive direction. Jared Goff returns after Detroit finished. Oh, let me change my slide. All right. Detroit finished the 2025 season ranked 4th in scoring, 5th in total offense, and 3rd in passing offense. Goff ranked 2nd in the NFL with 4,564 passing yards and 2nd with 34 touchdown passes. I'm trying to remember. Did Detroit make the playoffs last year?
Nope. They went from first to worst in the division last year. I'm a big.
And he threw.
No, go ahead.
Well, hold on. He ranked 2nd with 4,564 passing yards and 2nd with 34 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
I just wonder why I don't never hear nobody saying that it was his fault that they didn't make the playoffs.
Well,
I'm just thinking out loud, broski. My bad.
Well, Tony, the Detroit Lions are my specialty outside of the Chicago Bears. So you got the right guy on the channel today.
Okay.
Yeah. So Jared Goff, right? He's Mr. Hollow stats, right? Like that's why I compare him to Dak Prescott. I call them, they're the same quarterback, different color. Like I call Jared Prescott and Dak Goff a lot of times because they put up all these regular season numbers and they completely fold in the playoffs and fold in big games. So, I mean, Jared Goff, if you remember, the Minnesota Vikings beat them down with Max Brosmer, who I think he had like 17 yards passing or something for the game. They went in there and knocked Detroit out of the playoffs. It was like week 15 or 16 last year? Something like that. Goff had 5 turnovers that game. Goff had 5 turnovers. Jared Goff still has meltdown games. Like if you remember the playoff game from a couple years ago when Jaden Daniels and the Commanders went into Detroit and beat Detroit, Goff had 4 turnovers himself that game, including a pick 6. So, Jared Goff, he'll always put up those regular season numbers. They're going to have a high octane offense, but a lot of those are what I call fluff stats. Like you're piling on a bad team that you're beating or that type of thing.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, whoever sent me the PayPal gift, I greatly appreciate it. Let me know who you are in the chat. I'm not going to read out anybody's full government name. I'm not going to do that. But if you sent me the PayPal gift, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. It means a lot to me and the channel. So yeah, make sure you let me know in the chat who that was. All right. Getting back to it. So Detroit is installing Drew Petzing's matchup based offense. The Lions still possess multiple ways to attack. You got Goff's pre-snap command, Jahmyr Gibbs from the backfield, Amon-Ra St. Brown inside and outside, Jamison Williams speed, and Sam Laporta in the middle of the field. The primary uncertainty is Detroit's reworked offensive line. The Lions moved Penei Sewell from right tackle to left tackle. They signed K. Mays to become their new center.
Yep.
Detroit ranked 31st in pass block win rate last season. Goff was sacked 39 times, his highest total since joining the Lions. That creates an interesting contrast. Detroit produced a top 5 offense despite inconsistent protection. If the offensive line improves, the Lions' offense could become even more difficult to defend. If the communication remains unsettled, Carolina may have a pressure opportunity. So as you see here on the screen, let me remove this right here real quick. As you see on the screen, what Carolina must prepare for. All right. What they must prepare for. Let me move this too. All right, so there we go. When Carolina has the ball, let me just blow this up. Protect Monroe Freeling against Aidan Hutchinson. Handle Detroit's changing defensive fronts. Pass off interior stunts and movement. Keep Bryce Young out of obvious passing situations. Avoid relying on constant chips and extra protection. So, Will, when you see that when Carolina has the ball, what are 2 things that stand out to you the most?
Bullet number 4. I think that we're going to have to establish a strong run presence in this game. We're going to have to control the clock. They have a very potent offense. So we have to control the clock, make sure that we, when we pass, when we want to pass, not because we must pass the ball. We don't want to enable Aidan Hutchinson to damage our young rookie tackle, because they're gonna run after.
Right.
They're gonna run after.
Right.
And they're gonna put Aidan Hutchinson big ass over there.
He gonna test him out.
270 pounds of pure goddamn hell on 2 feet. You know what I mean? And we got to make
right.
sure
That's about the proper way to describe him.
Right.
Yeah.
And so we want to just make sure that we're able to do that, because if we're able to do that, I think by controlling the clock, keeping us out of obvious passing downs, protecting our rookie, and I think we can come out this game with a win. So
okay, all right. Real quick, shout out to Shaky AN. He said, "That's me, Tony. I'm not as old as my name suggests." Because I seen his name, and yeah. Hey, Will, I thought he was on the 5th floor with us, dog.
Me too. Me too. Hey, my bad, man.
Yeah, I thought he was on the 5th floor with us.
Damn.
If you saw his name, you know what I mean. I'm talking about his government name. But yeah, appreciate that PayPal gift, Shake Aid. I greatly appreciate it, my guy.
My man named Willis. You be like, I didn't know they still making Willises.
What you talk about, Willis?
Hey. I do not know how he got the name he got if he is not that old.
Hey, Tony, that. I hate to deviate, right? But my youngest grandson's name after me is named William, right? And I know when he go to school, teacher gonna be like, I didn't even know they still making Williams.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's a great name. That's a great name. Just
Hey,
saying.
I'm telling you, it means the great protector and the great provider. I love
Yes,
the
it
name
does.
myself.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yes,
The
it
great
does.
protector and the great provider.
And
All right, sorry about
I'm
that.
just
Sorry about
wondering
the
if
name
Willis
Nah.
does Willis have a brother named Arnold? That's all I want to know.
deviation.
Shaggy 8 say I'm a junior. My dad is 95. He was named after his uncle. Okay. All right.
Named Bernard.
Yeah.
They still making Bernards?
But no-
Different strokes move the world.
Leon. Are they still making Leons? Yeah. So, Broski, give me your top two when you see when Carolina has the ball. What are the two things that stick out to you? I know Will only gave me one, so
Well,
but bro,
okay.
yeah, give me your
Let's
two.
talk a little
Broski.
Detroit defense. Yeah, their defense looks terrible on paper this year. Their secondary is completely decimated. They have lost both their starting safeties. Kirby Joseph is going to have to retire. He has degenerative knee. He's already on the PUP
You
list.
think so?
Yeah, he's done. He's toast. I've been saying this since last year, and it's just coming to fruition. Brian Branch,
I just saw that Kobe Joseph was on the PUP list and Brian Branch. I didn't know he had bad knees like that.
Yeah, I think Joseph's on the forever not playing again list. And Brian Branch, who knows if he's ever going to be the same player? He's not expected back probably till sometime early November at best, right?
They won't be available when the Panthers play them.
No, and you'd only get Branch will come back. Like I said, who knows if he'll be the same player he ever was. The guys they signed to replace them are pretty much a joke. Their cornerback room is it's hot garbage. It might be the worst in the entire NFL.
Who are the two starting corners for
they have
Detroit?
They have I call them the Smurfs. They have DJ Reed, all 5'9" of them, and
from the Jets. He came from the Jets, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So him and Terry and Arnold actually were 1 and 2 leading the league, and tied for first in the league in pass interference. The Terry and Arnold's rookie season.
Hold up. Terry Arnold may not be available neither.
No, he's gone. He's off the team. That's what I'm getting at. He's off. I'm setting it up. I'm building a little build up here. So it's like, he's gone. Right? He was not like an elite corner or anything, but he was the best of what they had. So he's gone. Right? I mean, they're relying on Rocky Sin to step in.
Rocky Sin.
I mean, he's like a borderline special teamer, gunner at best.
He played for Matt Rule at Temple, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And I mean, they did sign McCreary to play nickel, but again, okay, so he's still another small guy. He's another Smurf. They drafted a kid out of Arizona State who's a Smurf. And their secondary room is abysmal. They're starting that Bud Clark guy who's that old washed up, or Chuck, is it Bud Clark or Chuck Clark? Anyway, from the Steelers. He was that.
That's Chuck Clark. That's
Chuck Clark. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Bud Clark is a rookie out of Texas, out of TCU.
Texas, Chuck Clark. And his knees, I mean, come on. He's had ACLs and he doesn't stay on the field. And then they have some guy named Christian Isaac or something, or someone named Maddox starting at the other safety spot. It's really a joke. It's their secondary.
Devontae Maddox? Is it Devontae Maddox?
No, it's like I think it's like the old quarterbacks. It's like Tommy Maddox, I think. It's a joke.
I'm about to look it up.
Look it up just to make sure, but it's terrible. It's literally they have a bottom 3 secondary overall in the entire NFL, and I'm not exaggerating.
So
now their linebacker room.
So yeah, go ahead. Avonte Maddox. Okay,
I'm sorry.
Maddox.
Avonte.
Yeah, Avonte Maddox.
Jack Campbell is the only linebacker they have on their roster. He's a heck of a linebacker.
Jack Campbell.
He's a heck of a linebacker. But losing Anzalone was his sidekick, his running mate. Anzalone just.
We still got Rodriguez.
Yeah, he's
still
garbage.
got Malcolm Rodriguez.
He's hot garbage. He should not even be in the NFL. Same thing with Barnes. These are inbred like decisions. To just keep the family together kind of thing. Brad Holmes, he has a fetish with drafting and signing injured players. It's the weirdest thing ever. Like if you're injured or coming off a major injury, he's going to sign you or draft you. If he drafted you, you're one of his draft picks, he's going to do everything he can to keep you on the team. I mean, you saw Barnes get punked by Jameis Winston last year when he caught that touchdown pass.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you, Rodriguez is a joke. Barnes is a joke. They should not even be in the NFL. That's how bad they are. So no more hands alone. That's going to hurt. Now their D line, they're penciled in to start DJ. Don't want them at the other DN spot because the only team that wants them is Detroit
today, boy.
Yeah, you get me going on the Lions, man. And then their D tackles. They have two guys who are average at best. They have Ali McNeil, who 2 years ago, or it was 2 or 3 seasons ago when he signed his big contract extension, just went into the toilet.
I remember
like
that.
He hasn't done anything. Like he is god awful. He's terrible. They lost their starting 2 tackles from last year, DJ Reader and Lopez. Reader went to the Giants. Lopez went back to the Cardinals. They have Tyleik Williams from Ohio State, was a rookie last year, and broke down Ali McNeil. And they have literally no backups, like no depth. None.
Didn't Ali McNeil go to Ohio State?
I don't think so, but don't quote me on that. I can tell you in a second, actually.
Maybe I'm thinking about somebody else. But maybe it's somebody else.
Long story short, you should be able to do whatever you want against the Lions. You block Aidan Hutchinson, and that's it. Because like if you're playing inside linebacker or middle linebacker, if you don't have those big boys in front of you, you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle. You don't have those linemen in front of you. What does DJ want him? Like, what is he good at? Like, I don't know. I really don't. Like, is he more of a pass rusher or more of an edge setter?
To me, he's more of a pass rusher, and he got a motor. He's not good at setting the edge.
That's what I'm saying.
At least he wasn't. At least he wasn't for us.
So you guys got they have problems. Their defense has got more holes than the Iranian Navy right now. Okay.
You know what?
It really does. But it's sinking to the bottom of the ocean. It's down there.
Broski is on one today.
Yeah. See, like I said, you can get me started on give me talking about the Lions offensive line next, and we'll open it up even more.
Man.
Their defense is trash.
So based on your analysis of the Detroit Lions defense, then we definitely have more than a chance to go in there and put some numbers up on the Lions and possibly pull out a victory.
Absolutely.
My man, that's what's up. That's what's up. So Bryce can potentially throw for about 400 yards that game.
I mean, I don't know if I'll go that far, but I'm just saying, like, you should be able to do whatever you want to do. I would say Chubba Bubba Bubblegum should have about 100 yards rushing, though. I'll say that.
Chubba Bubba. What's up, Will?
Hey, I was waiting for you to gently guide him in that direction. I said, look at this here. Look at this right here. Look over here.
I'm not gonna lie though. Their defense really is it's bottom. Especially their secondary. It's bottom of the league. It's fighting for the worst secondary in all of football. It's that bad. It's that depleted.
I know Terrion Arnold got into that trouble this offseason. And I just read yesterday that both Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph was on the PUP list, but I did not know Kirby Joseph knee was as bad as you stated. So hey, listen, they are. I wish them young men well, and they get back on the football field. But after week 4, I greatly appreciate them being unavailable to play against the Panthers. I'm not mad about it. Hey, I'm trying to get a win any way we can. So hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's let me know when you want to talk about their offense. I'm like one of those little toy cars that you pull back and then you let it go and it takes off. I'm pulled back, ready to fly when you bring up the offense.
Well, since you are in rare form, broski, since you are in rare form.
I was about to say, can you let the man cook?
Hey, I'm gonna let him cook. So listen, we're gonna talk a little bit about Detroit's offensive line. Detroit is adjusting its offensive line personnel and assignments. Carolina defensive front will need to test communication and protection adjustments, including the new center's communication, the left guard competition, handling simulated pressure, stunt recognition, and Goff's ability to reset under pressure. So let me ask you this, broski. Given the upgrades that the Panthers have made along the defensive front, and when you take into account the defense as a whole, how do you think the Lions offensively, especially up front, stack up against the Panthers front seven defensively?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, Tom. And there is a Panthers tie-in on side of what you just said that I'm going to use as well. The O-line right now for the Lions is a question mark, right? I think Penei Sewell at left tackle is their only guaranteed solid starter, to tell you the truth. I mean, that's pretty much it. So starting a right tackle for them is going to be Blake Miller, the rookie from Clemson. Right. Most Lions fans were really genuinely pissed they didn't draft Monroe Freeling. I thought Blake Miller was a stupid pick.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, I thought Blake Miller was a dumb pick.
Why do you stop right there? Well, why do you think he was a stupid pick? Because he spent his career at Clemson on the right side. So
and that's the problem.
He got more right tackle snaps than Monroe Freeling does at right tackle.
Why he played in the ACC. He played in the ACC, which you can't compare that to the SEC or Big Ten. That's a big step down from those two conferences. He did not play the competition.
I can't say
it is a massive step down.
It's a massive step down in the trenches because that's actually what separates those conferences is the trenches, right? You'll get the skill position players out of the ACC. The big boys on the line, that's a different ballgame. Yeah. That's where the Big Ten and SEC are on a completely different level. So,
well, I mean, hey, when you get these Tar Heel fans and you say the ACC is a step down from SEC football, they get a little triggered. So,
hey, Will, watch your mouth, Will. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth, broski. Go ahead, sir. You will not be interrupted anymore.
Blake Miller is a big question to me at right tackle. I'm not convinced he's going to be able to step in and be a consistent player as a rookie, especially the first half of the season, right? Tate Ratledge, they have at right guard from Georgia. You know what? He should be good. Let me revise what I said. Him and Penei Sewell will be they're locked in. They're legit at their respective positions.
I don't mean to cut you off because I scouted Tate Ratledge myself personally last year. Because another guy that was in the scouting department didn't want to scout Tate Ratledge because he doesn't like Georgia, so he didn't feel like he would be unbiased when it came to the tape. So he passed it off to me. He was like, "Tell me what you see," and I said, "Shit, I see a damn good offensive lineman." I think I still got the note somewhere in here, but yeah, I love Tate Ratledge tape when he came out of Georgia, whether it's in the power run game or if you run the stretch zone or any of that. I thought he could play any scheme. But go ahead.
Exactly, and I agree with that assessment. Then you move to center. You have the Panthers, Cade Mays. It's like, well, everyone's getting real happy about Cade Mays. He the most games he's ever started in his career were 12 at center last year, I think, for the Panthers. A guy who played a lot of guard before he played center. Really has never played a whole season at any position. And he was like, what, in year 5? Something like that, right? He's never started a full season.
Something like that. Yeah.
So I'm not, dude, that's not a reliable player. He does not have a proven track record. I don't care if he played good at times last year for the Panthers. He still hasn't started a whole season. I wouldn't consider him a truly veteran, experienced center. And then they brought in Juice Scruggs, who was drafted in the second round a few years ago by the Texans, who's done nothing but play like 2 or 3 games a season because he's always hurt as well. Center's a question mark for them. It is. It's a question mark. And when you run such an intricate, complicated offense, which I'm going to get to in a second, it's a big deal to have a center who knows what's going on and able to call and direct traffic on that O-line. Okay. Then you got left guard. Yeah. You got this joker named Mahogany, who was like a 5th-round pick from their illustrious 2024 draft class, where Brad Holmes literally busted on every pick in that draft class. Christian Mahogany.
Oh, Christian Mahogany. Okay. I thought you said his first name was Mahogany. I was like, okay.
Well, yeah, he plays like he's made of wood of some kind, but probably more like anyway, plywood or something. I don't know. That fabricated wood. Maybe thin plastic with a wood wrap around it. I don't know. But he's garbage. Yeah. He's trash.
Good God.
Yeah, he's battling with he's basically made of chopsticks. Let's just go there. Like, he's made of chopsticks. But Miles Frazier from LSU, who they drafted, well, I think last year, is battling him for the starting left guard spot. I think Frazier will win that battle and has the potential to be a solid NFL player. But another one of those guys, like Christian Mahogany and like 80% of the Lions roster, is another guy who just can't stay on the field. Lions fans the first thing they'll tell you is, oh, we're injured. Injuries killed us. They say that every year, but it's like, if you're GM, all he does is draft injured players and sign injured players. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of injured players during the season. It doesn't take a lot to piece that one together, So then you go to left tackle, you have Penei Sewell. So you're obviously solid there. But they're going to run that pet thing. So they're still trying to run Ben Johnson's offense, even though Ben Johnson's not there. Crazy, right? Like, you bring in a new offensive coordinator and you bring in Mike Kafka is the special assistant to the offensive coordinator, or whatever his title is, right? Passing game coach, passing game assistant, whatever his title is. And you're not letting him bring in his own offense. You're still having to run, and this is confirmed. I mean, this is what Lions media says. Like, I'm friendly with a guy who works for Detroit Lions on SI Sports Illustrated. I mean, on his show, he says it. He confirmed it. He's like, no, they're running Ben Johnson's offense still. It's just Petzing has to run, like, put his own little, like, he's just gonna be calling the plays pretty much. But, like, that's Dan Campbell's fallback option, because he knows no other offense. He doesn't want to implement another offense, because in case he has to take it over and do play calling again like he did last year, because the supposed mentor of Ben Johnson, Johnny Morton, wasn't good enough to call plays for the Lions using Ben Johnson's offense last year either. So now they're bringing in a new guy with a special assistant with him to still call Ben Johnson's offense. Retarded. Makes no sense. It's like, guys, Ben Johnson's not there. You're not going to be able to run his offense like he did. Like, move on. It's kind of strange. I never heard of that before, honestly. Like, Lions have some issues, man.
That's crazy.
Now, what the Lions have to bail them out, elite skill position players, elite running back in Jahmyr Gibbs, Laporta, if healthy, elite tight end, elite wide receiver duo in St. Brown and Jameson Williams. That rookie from last year, Tesla, they didn't use him nearly enough. Don't know why they didn't.
Oh, that boy,
he got talent.
That boy different. That boy different.
Got talent.
I watched him. Yeah, Tesla is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he different.
If Jared Goof, not that he'll ever learn how to throw a spiral because all he does is throw ducks. He's lucky he plays in that dome. But if Jared Prescott can, he can't deal with the pressure up the middle. That's his definite weakness. You get any pressure up the middle, if Big Grizzly and some of those guys can get some push up the middle and get on him, he folds like a cheap lawn chair.
Yeah, he does. He does not like to be moved off his spot. He doesn't like anything around his feet. He will crumble under pressure. So that gives the Panthers defensively plenty of opportunities to potentially get sacks or interceptions, things of that nature. So, hey, I hope that everything that you just laid out to us comes to fruition week 4 when we play the Lions. Play the Lions. So Will, go ahead, bro.
I was going to say they brought in Isaiah Pacheco to back up Gibbs at running back. Now Pacheco hasn't. He's been pretty much washed the last 2 seasons. Like his first 2 years in the league were really good. He flew under the radar, 7th round pick out of Rutgers. Played well, but his last 2 years, injuries. Not producing like he did, not looking like the same player. So I got to say that's a downgrade from David Montgomery. You know what I mean?
That's a huge downgrade. Yeah, absolutely.
So that's all I got to say. I'll zip my mouth right now, but thanks for letting me run with it a little bit.
Hey, no problem, broski. Tip drill, Will.
Yes, sir.
When you've heard broski break down the offensive side of the ball for the Detroit Lions, particularly the offensive line, what kind of feeling does that give you, being a Panthers fan, and what the Lions will face from us defensively come week 4?
Well, first, I had questions, and broski answered a lot of them for me because initially you said like they were 32nd against in passing offense or something like that.
31st. Yeah.
31st or something like that. I was like, dang. And then they say
pass defense. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you said they moved Penei Sewell over from right to left.
I apologize. They were 31st in pass block win rate.
There you go. Yeah. And then you said they moved Penei Sewell from right to left.
Yep, they did.
And I was like, well, damn. Well, what did they do to fix a lot of this? And then I know that they got Cade Mays. So this game is starting, by listening to broski, is our defense should be able to have this could be the game that they have a breakout game. This could be because you got to think this is the first Sunday night football game under the lights.
Yeah.
If broski is saying what broski is saying, I know if it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. However,
some of us have very high tolerance.
Oh yeah,
I do not. One glass, yeah, that's it.
I am not 25 and anymore. No, that is not a me thing. I need even if I go out drinking
up the bar.
Hey, even if I want to go out drinking, I need a pre-turn up nap prior to going.
I hear you, man. Eat a good meal. Eat a good meal before you go.
But he said a pre-turn up nap. Damn.
So
God.
But if everything that broski said, and you look at the way that we're set up in our front seven, we may have a breakout game against the Detroit Lions. If that secondary is that bad, you saw what Coca and Teteroy McMillan did to smaller cornerbacks with Matthew Stafford and you know what I'm saying? Against when we played the Rams, those smaller cornerbacks, those guys tend to eat. So I don't know. Now I got to go back and do a lot of scouting and all this stuff because I wrote down a lot of grade A observation, broski, you pointed out. So I need to go back and look at, go and look at some all 22 and start looking at some stuff because that Detroit Lions game now to me seems like an extremely winnable game. Because everybody's like, everybody was like, you're going to lose this game. You're going to lose this game. Of course, everybody says we're going to lose every game. Yeah.
And we all know how important week-to-week matchups are. Some teams just match up better against other teams. Like, it is what it is. Each team has different strengths and weaknesses. Goff, I'm telling you guys right now, Goff still has his meltdown games. People, that's why he's never considered elite. I mean, other than the fact he can't throw a spiral. But he still has meltdown games. I'm telling you, 4 or 5 turnovers in a game. He's had them, and he still has them.
So Broski, are you saying that Bryce Young has a stronger arm than Jared Goff?
No, I don't. I can't go that far. I can't go that far.
Triggering Broski, man. He's been on his best behavior this week.
I would say.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. Goff's arms made of shoelaces, and Bryce's arms made of styrofoam. So. But hey, Tone, you went there, man. So I just responded. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I know. Hey,
I told you to leave Broski alone.
So let me ask you, gentlemen, a question, and Will, you can go first. Given all that we just talked about, when Carolina has the ball, when Detroit has the ball, we talked about the weakness being Detroit's offensive line against possibly the strength of Carolina's defensive line, the front seven, and all these things, the matchups and the people that Detroit don't have on the side of the ball that I wasn't aware of, and Will, you probably wasn't aware of either.
No, I wasn't. No.
Which is of a bigger concern for Carolina, protecting Young from Hutchinson or stopping Goff pre-snap control? Will, you go first?
I think protecting Bryce Young, because if they do that, Bryce Young should be able to throw this ball around a lot. They should be able to throw the ball around a lot. And if they just give him some protection and he just starts throwing that ball around a lot, and then they start playing passing downs, and then as Broski called them, Chuba Rubber Band, Chuba Hubble Band, whatever.
Chuba Bubble Gum.
Chuba Bubble Gum. Is able to get his 100 yards like we know he's gonna get. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. And then because Broski, I took some notes on the shots you took about a couple of the players on the Panther roster. I'm gonna circle back to this during the season, right?
Hey, I mean, I say things for a reason, and I stand by what I say. I usually, if I change my opinion, I'll admit it. But yeah, man, write it down, lock it in, chisel that stuff in stone, and we can bring it. We can take a look at things mid-season or end of next season, whatever. This is all good.
Yeah. I feel you. So, Broski, same question to you. Which is a bigger concern for Carolina, protecting Bryce Young versus Aidan Hutchinson, or stopping Goff in his pre-snap control?
Blocking Aidan Hutchinson by far. He's all you have to worry about on that defense. So Jack Campbell's going to struggle this year because their D tackles aren't good, and he does not have a sidekick at linebacker. So Jack Campbell's going to get, phased out just because of that. Block Aidan Hutchinson, and guess what? Walker. If you haven't noticed, the Packers pretty much dominated the Lions last year. And Walker has been playing against the Lions for years. He knows Aidan Hutchinson very well. Very well.
Where's E-Rock getting these damn emojis from, man?
Yeah. Walker has played against Hutchinson a lot over the years. He's very familiar with him.
Hey, broski, E-Rock said you got a nickname for everybody. He said, "What about Skittles for Caleb Williams?"
I mean,
Taste
come
the
on, you can do
rainbow,
better than that.
broski.
Like you, all I'm saying is this: if Caleb was not on the Bears, it would be. The NFL is lucky he was on the Bears because it means I'm not going to go out of my way to rip into him. But if he was on another team, you guys got to do better. You got to be a little more creative than that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I mean, but the one thing about him, I'm just going to say right now, the young man has not missed a game yet. He's not missed a start yet. He's played every game, and he got sacked 68 times his rookie season. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right. He did. He did get sacked. More than Bryce Young did his rookie season. I didn't think nobody was going to be able to match that number, especially as horrendous as our offensive line was his rookie season. Caleb Williams in the offensive line said, "Hold my beer." Yeah.
Dude hits the weights, man. He's now almost 230 pounds, standing at 6'1". So,
oh yeah, he's never been no easy win when it comes to trying to tackle Caleb Williams. Now that I will give him. He's definitely been able to show his strength outside of his arm is his running ability, his escapability. Now that I do have to give that to him. He is not an easy win when it comes to him scrambling, you trying to bring him down, especially just one person. He is not an easy win. Broski, you can go first on this one. Does Detroit's reworked offensive line create an opportunity for Derrick Brown and Jalen Phillips? There I go again. JJ Phillips.
Big time. It creates a big time opportunity. I hope there's another guy on that defensive front that can step up. Losing Sean Robinson, that was unfortunate. Bobby Brown's a solid nose tackle. His job is to eat blockers, though. You know what I mean? His job is not really necessarily pass rush or anything. So Lee Hunter, or they can find someone else to step up into Sean's role. Yeah, they're gonna be able to take advantage of that interior offensive line and Blake Miller. You know what I mean? They'll be able to take advantage of him too, because I think he's soft, man. I really do. I watch a lot of Clemson football, man. I never thought he was good. So
yeah, just scouting him. I just thought he was average, maybe just slightly above average. There was nothing in my scouting reports that says that he was anything to write home about. So when I started hearing about him being a potential first round, it made my ears perk up, because I'm like, well, what do y'all see that I haven't seen? And I know I watched at least two. Can't remember if it was two or three tapes of him at Clemson. So I didn't come away with anything that said that he was a first rounder.
Nope.
Where he should be in the conversation with Spencer Fano and those other right tackles that was taken in the first round.
Exactly. 100% agree. I mean, the kid the Panthers drafted in the third round, Tiernan out of Northwestern, to me is a better NFL, translates better to the NFL than Blake Miller does. So I don't know, man.
What Panthers you talking about drafted somebody in the third
round? No.
round?
I'm talking about the guy the Vikings drafted in the third round. His name is Tiernan out of Northwestern, who's a better offensive tackle prospect than Blake Miller in the first. So, I didn't understand that pick. Freeling was sitting there for him. The Eagles traded up to get Freeling. The Eagles know what's up when it comes to the draft, right? That's who they wanted. So they did not expect the Panthers to take Freeling.
Okay. All right. Will, did you answer that question? I can't remember who went first.
No, I didn't answer the question, but y'all was on a roll. I forgot what the question was.
Does Detroit reworked offensive line create an opportunity for Derrick Brown and J.J. Phillips?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Oh yeah, I have no doubt. I have no doubt that our front seven is going. It won't be the reason we lose this game if we lose this game. It won't be because of the front seven. I'll just say it like that. Yeah, this creates an opportunity for them for sure. In my Bryce Young voice, for sure.
Hey, Will, you got a great smile, just like Bryce. You got a great smile.
Hey, no problem, man.
Was that some shade, broski?
Nah, not broski.
It was.
It was. Yeah.
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, broski. I can't help it if Bryce Young come from a great family and they had dental care. Jesus.
Hey, I mean, healthy gums are an important thing. Healthy gums are, it's a lot of people sleep on it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
Hey, Will, this question,
yes, sir.
You can go first on this one. How important is the Week 5 bye after this primetime matchup?
It sucks. Having a bye that early sucks. However,
especially if we start out on the roll.
We do catch a break. Because Philly coming off of an international trip and we coming off of a bye.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we do it. It does. I'm just trying to put some silver lining in it. But as for an early bye, I don't like early buys. I like week 8 to week 10 buys is what I like. But
I got
unfortunately, we either get a late buy or early buy. I don't know why. We haven't been doing well in that department.
I hear you. Week 5 bye highly benefited the Bears last year just because first time head coach, new offense, Caleb Young quarterback. You gave him a kind of chance to get a couple games under their belt and then have like a little pause, a little reset. Exactly. Yeah. So with having a new play caller with Idzik, week 5 bye might be a blessing in disguise for you. But I get what you're saying. Well, like honestly, on the surface, like rule of thumb for a bye week, split the season in half. You know what I mean? Like a week 10 bye is perfect. A week 9 bye is perfect. That type of thing.
I think NFL seasons are so long they should have 2 bye weeks, but that's just me.
Well, when they go to 18 games, they're talking about doing that actually.
Yeah. Not trying to derail the conversation. I just wanted to add that tidbit in there, Tony.
No. You good. Broski, this is gonna be my last question on this subject. You can go first, Broski. Do you believe that Carolina can pressure Goff without sending additional defenders? So can they get pressure on Goff with just 4-man pressure?
I think so, because I think they're going to sniff out that weak link from Clemson, that rookie, and they're going to take advantage of him.
Hey, look, a little simple TE stunt always does a trick on third downs. I don't know why most people don't. Well, why most people don't utilize that, but the TE stunt is what's the word I'm looking for? Is definitely a positive for a defensive line if you want to get home without even rushing. Go ahead, bro.
No, that's it, man. You said without bringing additional pressure. I was going to say like they should be able to bring pressure up the middle and be successful as well, which is Goff's weakness. So. But that's about it, man.
Will, what you think? Carolina pressure Goff without sending additional defenders?
Yes, I think we can. I mean, if and I keep saying that Broski's analysis is correct, and I have no reason to doubt him because just like we scout our division, he scout his division very well. We're not going to have to send Morrigan on blitzes to get pressure, or we're not going to have to send Devin Lloyd in to get pressure. We could have Devin Lloyd sit back for run fits and covering that dang old big ass tight end they got. And all of those things that are going to be necessary to keep that offense at bay.
Right. All right. Hey, I just included the second poll. It said, what is Carolina's biggest Detroit matchup? Number one is Freeling versus Hutchinson. Number two is Carolina interior offensive line. Number three is Panthers pass rush versus Goff. And number four is Carolina secondary versus Detroit. You can press 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the comment section, and the poll will automatically tabulate itself. And we will review the results in a few minutes. So I would greatly appreciate it, everyone watching. There's about 45 to 50 people watching on both platforms. If you're at your laptop, tablet, or phone, and you have access and you can participate in the poll, I would greatly appreciate it if you do so. All right. Hey, you know who we got here, right? Will. Sup everyone on the panel except Low Tone and Mr. Butt Crack, South Carolina. Now, Mr. Wife, I don't know why you want to act like that today, sir.
I don't know. He's choosing violence for no reason.
I don't know which one, sir or ma'am, but yeah. But good morning to you. Top of the morning. Hats off to you.
And he will stop talking about my hometown that way. I can call it Butt Crack, South Carolina. He don't get to call it that.
Well, you know how y'all South Carolina natives are. Y'all feel like y'all have the right to talk about or do whatever y'all want to do regarding the state of South Carolina. So maybe he feel that way.
Yeah, you know that is true because I do choose violence against North Carolina locations as well. You know,
yeah.
So
as you get ready to make that move to be a North Carolinian.
Yeah, but I'm gonna make sure I bring all the dang on mustard sauce I need to sustain myself. With that vinegar-based bullshit y'all got, come on, man.
You prefer the Carolina Gold, huh?
Yeah, that's what I grew up on. And anyway, I ain't trying to derail this into a food channel, but I just want to let you know
this. SC said, "I'm a boy, Damien. I don't. You know what? I don't."
I'm a boy, damn. Wow, that's getting weird. Okay. I don't think that was a good comeback to the Mr. White comment.
Broski, I'm with you on that. I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah, that's
I got nothing. I got nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, little Thailand. Okay. That proves my theory even more.
I don't know. Maybe he linked up with that Panthers cheerleader. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen. When if you see SC at FanFest and he give you the flyer talking about he got a trip to Thailand, I just want y'all to remember this conversation and create your own itinerary is what I would say.
Make your own itinerary.
Yeah.
Wow.
From what I heard, there's a couple Vikings cheerleaders like that too, man. Maybe he's interested in them now. I don't know.
Well, shout out SC Panther Boy. SC Panther Boy has been down with me and CJ since day one when we were two fans in the stands. So I definitely appreciate the love. He always show love and support. So it's all fun and games. So yeah, broski, you know, SC got a nickname for everybody. So he slipped up this weekend. So yeah, we have officially.
I was on the show. I mean, I was.
Oh, you was
in
on
the chat.
Show. Okay.
Yeah. I saw the Mr. White comment.
Yeah. So that's his new badge of honor. Yeah, he got to wear that.
Yep, AKA balls. Yep.
T-Top said, "Good morning, Mr. Wife."
Shout out South Carolina Panthers boy. But
yeah.
Guys, I wanted to stir something out there really quick, if you don't mind. Like, I got to take off, so I didn't know if you had any other questions or something you wanted to bounce off me real quick about the Lions before I take off.
No, that was it. The poll again is in the is on the screen. If you haven't participated in the poll, put 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the comments. The poll will automatically tabulate your response, and I will read the results of the poll in about a minute before we move on to the final topic of the day. But no, that was it, broski, about the Lions. So yeah, I greatly appreciate it, and hopefully you are on the panel when we do bring up the Bears. I want to see if we get the same truth serum from you when it
No,
comes
you
to the
won't.
Bears.
Oh, no, I don't. I
You
don't.
gonna get some glazing.
The thing about
get
me,
glazing.
I critique the Bears harsher than non-Bears fans. That's the thing people don't realize, and that's why I get on Bears fans' nerves as well.
Okay, all right. Well, we're gonna see, my friend. We are definitely gonna see. Because
When
there's definitely
when
some
you playing the
changes
next
that
show,
have.
Tone? Is that like next week or this week or what?
I'm not You know what? I'm not exactly sure. I'm not
All right.
exactly sure. Yeah.
All right.
But
Well, I'll keep an eye out for it.
Matter of fact, let me know when you're available, and I'll make that show specifically for you, so you can come
That's
up
what I was
and
about
tell
to
us
say.
all
We got to
about your
give him at least
Bears.
a 24-hour warning so that he can be,
Yeah.
available.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to go to talk about the Bears anytime. I'm always ready. I don't know if you wanted to do it like closer to the actual game, though. I guess is what I'm saying. Like, do you want to do it like early September as opposed to right now, or you know what I mean, like that kind of thing?
Hey, I could, broski. Listen, hey, I can save it. I can save. We could do it now. We could do it right before the game. We could do it now and before the game. Whichever. It doesn't even matter to me.
All right.
Can I vote? Can I do a one-man poll? I think that we should do a pre-game, a draft, not a draft, a training camp assessment with Broski on our first opponent, and then the week prior to the season kickoff, have Broski on with you to discuss final roster Bears Panthers matchup. I think that would be cool. That's just my I'm voting here. That's just my vote as a fan.
No, I got what you said. I think what we'll do, broski. You tell me if you agree. We'll do the training camp version. Everything that's going on right now, and then we will do a pre-show, a live pre-show. So the Carolina Bears game, that's a 1:00 game. First game, that's a 1:00 game. Will?
Yes, a 1:00 kickoff. Yeah.
Okay. That's too. I don't want to do it that early. We can do a Sunday night live show, like a pre-game live show between the Bears and the Panthers, and broski, me and you can chop it up, or anybody else that want to join the panel. What you say to that?
Yeah, that sounds good, man. I'm in the process of moving right now, so I'm going to be relocated in another city in the next couple days. So I'm doing all that right now. So it's going to be tough for me to get on probably until like the end of next week. If you wanted to do like the early what we got now kind of show. Yeah.
I'll push it back to next. I'll push it back to next week.
Yeah, that would be great, man. Because we're making a move. I'm making a move. So unfortunately, I'm bidding farewell to Charlotte, North Carolina for now. But
okay.
Yeah.
So you in Charlotte?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Well, yeah, we would definitely push it back to next week. Because I don't think I have it planned tomorrow or Friday, so I can definitely make it work sometime in the middle of next week.
All right, man. That sounds good, man. Let's go for that. I appreciate it.
All right, bros. Hey, I appreciate you being up here on the panel, man. Thank you for giving us your time, your insight on the Detroit Lions. Greatly appreciate it, guys. Thank you for your support.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on. You, Tony, Will, have a great rest of your day. All right.
All right, man.
All right. Take care, guys.
Hey, take care, broski.
All right, well, let's see. Let me go ahead and end this poll real quick. And 67% said Carolina secondary versus Detroit. What is Carolina's biggest Detroit matchup? And 67% said number 4. 33% said Panthers pass rush versus Goff. All right. So it looks like 9 people participated in the poll. So thank you guys for participating. I greatly appreciate that. Let me catch up on some of these comments real quick. Shaky A said, Will, you're out of order. That mustard BS is nasty. T. Thompson said, I live in Austin, Texas. I prefer Texas barbecue, but Carolina Gold barbecue sauce. All right. SC said, gotcha. All right. Let's see. Gerald Stick Jones said, Kyle Trask is working out for us today. Say that. No, he ain't, Gerald. Where you saw that at?
Hey,
Oh,
Gerald normally is a reliable
yeah,
source.
He is. I'm hoping he was wrong. That's all. I'm hoping he was wrong.
Well, I'll tell you right now. Right, if Gerald Stick posted, put that in the bank, dog.
Yeah. And see, said really Broski Panther, sir. All right. T-Bo said that chili looked like Ivero. Who are you talking about? What chili look like Ivero?
He's talking about the cheerleader, the one that Broski was talking about.
I don't know.
On the Panthers. You don't know that the Panthers had
male cheerleader?
A male cheerleader, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I know you're talking about now. Yeah. I know you're talking about now. I'm only interested in one Mrs. My wife, sir. Hey, nice job. Nice trying to clean it up, SC.
No, you ain't gonna let us down, dog. You might take this ass whooping like a man.
Look, he talking about y'all do me so dirty. It's way too damn early for this. Nah, you do us dirty every day. You on our neck every day, all day. I ain't trying to hear that.
Acting like somehow he's the victim.
Like now he the victim. Yeah.
Man, if you don't get somewhere and sit down.
Maddox with the 10 jewels gold coin. I still do not know what those jewels or gold coin is, but appreciate you, Maton Lomax. I'm sure that CJ appreciate you as well for the 10 jewels gold coin gift that you have given Carolina Armchair GM CJ's channel. So thank you for that. Zip said, let's talk about the gummy bears right now. Yeah, now we're gonna get to them, Zip. We definitely gonna get to them. Gerald said, I wonder if Kenny Pickett is showing enough to solidify the backup position. Well, I don't know. It seemed they made it seem like he had a good day yesterday. Now I know the first couple days in camp, it was like he was throwing a bunch of interceptions. I don't know. I do not know what's going on with this Kyle Trask working out for us. Matar Lomax said, yo, what's going on? Matar, appreciate you for tapping in. If you guys have not subscribed to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, let me show the banner. One more time, you go to youtube.com/@UO Sports Talk. That is my channel. All right. So if you're on your desktop, laptop, or your phone, just open up another browser, go to YouTube, put in UO Sports Talk @UO Sports Talk. It will bring you to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk. Subscribe, turn the post notification bell, select all. That way you be made aware when I do go live, which is 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern time. I would greatly appreciate that. All right. So I'm gonna leave that there for a minute. And we're gonna transition into our last topic, Will. How much more time you got?
I got about 10 more minutes, man. At the most.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So quick transition. Detroit's defensive flexibility would challenge Carolina to solve problems before and after the snap. Tuesday gave the Panthers their first physical evidence. The next evaluation must determine whether the encouragement moments can be repeated and whether the weak points can be corrected. So the second half question, we'll be talking about the Carolina Panthers analysis and projection. All right. So where it go? There it is right there. Go back to the screen. All right, so here's the 5 things Carolina must confirm next. Number 1, Monroe Freeling performance repeatable. The reserve guards can preserve the pocket. That's number 2. Number 3, Jonathon Brooks can execute the complete role. Number 4, the defense can establish physicality without being challenged. And number 5, Carolina can remain physical without losing discipline. All right. So the quick question to you, Will, does Freeling need to win most of his repetitions or simply demonstrate that the same mistake will not defeat him repeatedly? What say you?
He got to demonstrate repetition, man. He got to. I mean, some people said he did well yesterday. I'm not on mute,
Right.
am I? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
No, you good.
Yesterday, he got to stack good days. Stack good days. That's necessary.
Right. Okay.
Yep. He
That's
got to
it?
stack good days. Yep. He has to. I mean, I don't want to put too much on him. I just need him to just stack good days. Look at film, see what he need to get better, work on his technique, and continue to stack good days.
Okay. Which matters more for a reserve guard, physical dominance or assignment dependability? We're talking about number 2.
Ooh, man, that's a good one. I think it's gonna be physical dominance, and the only reason because when you watch the way Damien Lewis treat people out there, I mean, he seek out to let them know you might have got off this block, but when I get downfield, I am going to show you why I will run you down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna have to take this call, man. Hold on.
No, you good. You good. All right. So again, Will was just answering, but I was as you see up here on the screen, the reserve guards can preserve the pocket. And the reason why I brought that up is because right now, and it looks like it may be for a couple more practices, that we have Chandler Zavala and Sadiq Charles in for the injured Damian Lewis and Robert Hunt. So the things that you want to see from those two while they are in the starting lineup and getting reps with the ones, now they have an opportunity to build that chemistry along the offensive line. So if something was to happen later on in the season or down the road or what have you, and they have to step up into that spot, then they will be able to. All right. So there's going to be a lot of pressure. There's going to be a lot of responsibility for them to perform, not just merely hold a spot and just wait for Robert Hunt or Damian Lewis to return. No, they're going to have to step up to the plate and show that they can be dependable, that they can be counted on, that they can hold it down until those starters return. And they're going to have to play like they ain't trying to get a position back. Because that's what you will want from your reserve. If you step into that starting position, you want to, you hope that whoever the backup is has the kind of mindset that now that I'm here, I'm not going to give it back. All right. They're not just there just to collect another check, or they're just not there to hold it down for the next player to come back. No, this is my opportunity, and I'm going to do everything that needs to be done to make sure that the decision is that much harder for the coaches, the front office, for whenever said player returns. And that's the type of mindset that you wish that any backup on the team possess. Whether it's the offensive line, defensive line, it doesn't even matter. When you step into the role of being a starter, you have to act like that's your role and you're not giving that up to anybody. So hopefully we are developing that type of mindset with our backups, and hopefully that this is the type of mindset that those guys will have now that they are blessed or granted the opportunity to be in a starter position to run with the ones. This is when you want to see those guys make the best of the opportunity that is before them. So I think that is very important this time of year, especially when it's like an evaluation period when we're talking about training camp and the opportunities that is preceded to all these guys that are trying to secure backup roles to trying to secure a spot on a team. You know, people that may be on the fringe of being a practice squad player or being waived or maybe being home on the couch. When you are granted the opportunity to put your best foot forward, then you must do so and make the decision harder on the powers to be if that time comes to make a decision regarding your position. So again, I just hope that those guys have that type of mentality, and that's how they look at it. The way I outlined it for you. Go ahead, Will. What you got? Did you want to finish saying what you were saying?
No, I'm good, man. I just wanted to rejoin. I didn't mean to hang up when I got the call.
No, you good. You good.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm yeah. So I was just trying to catch up to the conversation. So I know you said I know where I left off at was guard physicality, and I just think that guard physicality, and I'm being biased. I mean, I just like watching Damien Lewis work, man.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that spacing, timing, communication, all that stuff plays a huge part in that. I don't doubt that it does. But I think Damien Lewis, I think when people watch Damien Lewis film, they like, Jesus Christ, this guy, this guy is abusing people out here. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm pretty sure when they watch film, they be like, hey, watch out for your backside on this guy, man. This guy on the backside, he will run you down. You gotta look out for him. He nasty, And he makes sure even when that run play is 7 yards downfield, 8 yards downfield, he still will knock the block off of a safety if it presents himself. You could be nowhere near the play.
That's facts.
You could be nowhere near the tackle. Damien Lewis, you in a different color jersey, and I am able to freely take this extra 117 to 140 pounds I got over you, and I am going to use it. Right. So I don't know. I'm a little biased that way, I guess.
No, I feel you. Hey, we are 2 hours into this live show. If you haven't already, support the show. Okay, I will greatly appreciate it. There's a QR code at the top right. Scan that QR code to show support for the show. There's also a pinned welcome to Morning Kickoff post in YouTube chat. It's pinned at the top of the comments. I'll greatly appreciate it. Donate whatever you feel your heart desires. Bringing you great conversation, great debate, great energy and vibes this morning. Show love to the channel. Okay? You show love to the channel. I would greatly appreciate that. All right. Real quick, Will, number 3, Jonathon Brooks and his complete role. So quick question. What must Brooks prove next?
that he hasn't proven that he can stay healthy. That's number one. So proving what's next, past him being healthy, proving that he is complement.
Yeah, you cut out, Will. Will has cut out real bad. For me, I think yesterday was the first test. Just him making it through yesterday. I mentioned yesterday about the recovery aspect of it. How does that knee respond the next day? How does he feel the next day when it comes to his knee? And will he be able to stack another day like he did yesterday? So for me, just looking at some of his college tape, and me and Will, we watched some tape of Jonathon Brooks a couple weeks ago. His pass protection. That's where I want to see him get better. And that was a weakness in his game. He didn't look like he really wanted to. Like he'll throw a shoulder in there, if he has to, but he preferred not to. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you have that luxury in the NFL, especially if they're talking about him potentially being RB1 day. So I would definitely like to see him get better at pass protection. Will, you was cutting out, my guy. What you were saying? Oh, well, he done bounced out again. Okay. So yeah, that's how I feel about number 4. Number 5, can Carolina remain physical without losing discipline? Okay. Canales said Tuesday practice did not initially meet Carolina's standard. He challenged the defense during the team period. The response improved. The response deserves credit, he said. The need for the challenge also matters. A defense that wants to establish Carolina's identity cannot wait for the head coach to demand urgency halfway through practice. And that's facts. Like you gotta have it from the beginning. You gotta have it from the get-go. All right. Shout out to Marco Cash. He said the jewels pay the content creator. Say a gift costs 50 jewels, then the content creator gets 50 cents. Oh, okay. I was not aware of that. I appreciate that, Marcos. Yeah, I was not aware of the jewels thing. I think that's something new that YouTube is doing. I can't do gifts like that on my channel. I know CJ channel he can. So those jewels will go to Carolina Armchair GM CJ, and Matar sent 10 jewels gold coin. So appreciate that, Matar, on behalf of CJ. I don't know if he's listening this morning. Gerald Sticks said, per Adam Schefter, Kyle Trask is working out for us. I include my sources from now on. You ain't gotta do that, Gerald. You ain't gotta do that. I was just wondering where it came from. Yeah, that's all. I believe, dog. Shaker A said, I'd rather see Stone play than Zavala. Hold up now. Wait a minute. I pray I never have to see Stone hit the field. I listen. I wish I had to see neither one of them, but I listen. If I had to choose the lesser of two evils, I guess I would have to choose the Zavala, man. Yeah, I'm just not down with a player that has given up 11 sacks in 13 games. Yeah, I'm not cool with that. Now I know Dave Canales had Stone fold when he was in Seattle. Cool. All right. Maybe he was in an offensive scheme or a system that, that didn't suit his talents. I don't know. I don't know. But I know what the stats say. The stats say the man gave up 11 sacks in 13 games. That's damn near 1 sack a game. Yeah, I can do without that. Even Chandler Zavala on his bad day, haven't given up sacks like that. DCAS and Mellow Facts, you got to watch him at all times. All right. So, yeah. Will, you back?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I'm back.
Nah, you're good. You're good. So, talking about number 5, can Carolina remain physical without losing discipline? So the question to you real quick is responding to the coach enough, or must the defense begin generating its own standard? Now we're just talking about where yesterday Dave Canales pretty much had to get on the defense to lock in and bring the right energy. And he said that after that talk, the defense responded. But is responding to the coach enough, or must the defense begin generating its own standard? So they should always be on 10 when they hit the field, basically what I'm saying. What you think?
Yes, they must arrive to the battlefield violently. They should not need motivation for that. Coaching should be for technique, procedure, scheme, fit, that type stuff, making sure they're getting the best out of players, getting them in the right position to make plays. But arriving to the battlefield violently is their job. So, no, they need to start. And I'm pretty sure Derek Brown gonna get them boys and girls right. We all know that JC don't play that. I believe Devin Lloyd is that type of guy, but we'll see. We ain't seen it in our uniform yet. So we will see. They need to generate their own standard. I think when they went back into, start film review session, they went back into the locker room and all of that. I'm pretty sure they talked about that. You mean to tell me we got the head coach got to come over and tell us to tighten up? We should never have that happen. And it's the first padded practice. First padded practice.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. And that's the but I also think that's the benefit of the head coach doing it as opposed to a position coach doing it. Because you don't want to let the big man down. You know what I'm saying? If the big man come to you and say, where the energy at, what's going on, checking you in the whole 9. Yeah, you tend to want to step up the pace when the big man come at you. And I think that's what the team would benefit from Dave Canales being more of the CEO this year than just a play caller. He'll be able to go to the offense or to the defense or to the special teams when the energy ain't right, when they're not doing things correctly, and he can go to them and say to them to step up. You know what I'm saying? Chastise them or what have you, as opposed to a position coach or one of the coordinators doing it. It hits different from the head coach.
Right.
Yeah.
Short of the GM telling you to do it, you definitely don't want the GM to come down there and be like, what the hell's going on out here?
Yep. That is fact. Tebow said Felipe Franks needed to tighten his chin strap up.
They threw Felipe Franks helmet over.
They did what, Will?
They threw Felipe Franks helmet yesterday, the offense. I mean, the defense.
Yeah, I heard he got into it with the tight ends.
Yeah.
Was it him and Mitchell Evans got into it with Mike Jack.
Yeah, Mike Jack threw Felipe Franks helmet. Like, get that shit out of here.
Hey, like Shake A said, Franks is the crash out anytime, any place. Hey, I love that energy. I love that energy. Get them
not
boys
only
riled up.
He's a certified crash out, dog.
Yeah. Say, get the first one out the way, get it out the way early. No, that's right.
Hey, Felipe, and then don't let him make a play
he will dance for 30 minutes in the end zone. Don't let him make a play. Felipe Franks, don't let him make a play.
All right. Hey, how much time you got? You still good? You got 5 more minutes?
I got 5 more, man. I got 5 more.
All right. So my last question to you is, what matters more next? Repeating Tuesday's positives or fixing issues that kept practice from Canales standard?
Fixing issues and getting up to the standard. Right? You know, yesterday's practice was yesterday practice. Yesterday's practice was yesterday practice. When we go and look at film, we start installing new things. I expect the defense to fight back. You know, from what I've been told, and hopefully it'll get different because 8 Ball and Deuce will be back there hopefully today. And that defense start tightening up because they letting the offense have their way with them. We got defense got to tighten up. Yeah. And we got to get 8 Ball and Deuce to start locking some people up so that they know that it ain't gonna be like this on week 1. We got to make sure that everybody's ready to go.
Yep. Hey, SC said Franks is like the young Kappa of the Panthers to me.
Certified crash out.
Go. Certified crash out. Any given time, any day, any moment. King Damo say, yo, what's up, King Damo? Thank you for tapping in. Make sure you hit that like button. Hey, listen, nobody has hit the show love to me today. So let me reiterate. I would appreciate it if you would show love and support to the show. Scan the QR code on the top right. There's also a pinned comment in the YouTube chat. That's at the top. That's at the top of the comments. If you are watching through Carolina Armchair GM CJ's channel, you can send a super chat. That would be greatly appreciated as well. Send a PayPal gift. That would definitely be appreciated as well. Been here like 2.5 hours now, and have not really felt the love from you guys, but I would greatly appreciate it if you guys would do so. And Will ain't say he had to go yet, so I'm gonna hit him with another question. Can Carolina remain physical without losing the discipline? Can they stay disciplined and physical at the same time?
Absolutely. Absolutely, you could do that. Matter of fact, that's what you should expect from a football team. That's what you should expect from a football team. A good football team should be able to inflict their will upon you and be disciplined in their scheme and how they do it. Like a fighter, just like a prize fighter. Very similar, but this is the ultimate team game.
That's facts. Hey, shout out to Matar Lomax 535 with the $2 super chat. He said, boom, there it is. Hey, I appreciate you, Matar Lomax. I definitely appreciate the $2 super chat. Appreciate the love, my friend. Thank you for supporting the channel. Again, I greatly appreciate it. Hey, in the words of on 2020, don't let them be the only one. I can't believe I have adopted that, but that is a true. That's in every true sense of the word. Don't let Matar be the only one. If you're enjoying this content, if you're enjoying the conversation, the vibes, the energy that I bring to you each and every morning, 5 days a week, show love to the channel. It is definitely greatly appreciated, and it goes to providing the content and everything that I do for the channel each and every day. All right. Thank you, Matar. Appreciate that, my guy. And as he said, I don't feel the love either. All hating as usual. And F Oos Prince Damo.
Damn. Damo catching a fade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Essie know he crazy. Essie know that is not true. But I let him have it. I let him have it. Greatly appreciate that. All right, so let me get my closing statement. Will, I know you about to get out of here. I appreciate all your time and energy this morning, my guy. Appreciate you
No
hanging
problem,
out
man.
with me on the panel, discussing day 5 of training camp of the Panthers. I know Sheena Quick said day 4, but it's day 5, right? Cause they practice Thursday, Friday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. That's 5. Yeah. Like I know I can count. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
So
I
Tuesday.
wasn't sure how many days.
Yeah. Tuesday produced better evidence. It did not produce final answers. Walker and Freeling strengthened confidence in Carolina's tackle position. The absence of Hunt and Lewis shifted the immediate concern toward the interior. Brooks passed an important contact confidence test, but his complete role still depends on protection, ball security, and continued availability. Carolina defense responded after being challenged. Now it must establish the physical standard before the challenge arrives. That is what the next evolution is about. Repeat the strengths, correct the weaknesses, maintain the aggression, protect the team from avoidable mistakes. One padded practice can reveal possibilities. Dependability must be demonstrated again. All right. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope everyone enjoyed the show. If you did, share it with a family or a friend. And don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. Make sure you are subscribed to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk. If you want even more content, consider becoming a member on Patreon. Over there, we're getting ready to ramp it up during the preseason. Over there with film breakdown, analysis, talking about scheme, technique. We're going to start looking at college draft eligible players for next year as well. So things are really going to start picking up over there. All right. Also check the YouTube description for all my social media links to YouTube, Patreon, and Twitter. All right. So as always, I will catch you next time and keep pounding.